Michael McCarthy.
Thank you. I wish to share my time with Deputy Harris, Deputy Mitchell-O'Connor, Deputy Kine.
Yeah, we have it here, Joe.
Okay. Can I begin by saying, in the context of the education spend, and it's important we say this, the budget for the department last year was €8 billion. 80% of that is gone on pay and pensions. And that leaves the Minister with very little room to manoeuvre in terms of trying to achieve savings without the axe falling somewhere. It's going to cause difficulty, there's no doubt about that. And it's how you administer the difficulty in that decision-making process is what matters most. Now, I want to make a number of points in my short slot. The first is that it's important, I believe, Ceann, that the schools that aren't in debt but had legacy posts because they were considered disadvantaged by the department should also be included by the review announced by the Minister, and I welcome that review. Another point I want to make is this. In terms of trying to achieve savings, I think there's a very important role here for the teacher organisations, for example, the primary schools, the INTO, the IPPN, the Irish Principal Primary Network. It's very important that we would engage and consult and communicate with these people. I, along with Deputy Dáil, visited a deaf school in our area last Monday, and it was one of the points that came from that. There's a direct communication here needed between principals and the department to achieve those savings, and I think they're best equipped to do it because they are on the ground. In relation to said here already about cutbacks, I want to make 2 points. I was in Shanadairn with Deputy Ross, and I remember Deputy Ross cheerleading Shawnee Fitzpatrick in the business model of Anglo-Irish Bank. Part of the reason that we're in the economic mess that this country is in. Another reason that we have to make these difficult decisions is because of the blanket guarantee, ably supported by Sinn Féin. Now, the Sinn Féin Minister for Education in the North closed 2 schools, announced the closure of 2 rural schools in the North last week. Now, it is absolute rank hypocrisy that any member would come in here and start criticising and complaining whilst they're guilty of closing rural schools in the north of Ireland. It is also convenient for any member suffering from amnesia to forget that they cheerleaded the Anglo-Irish business model which brought this country into the difficulty that it now is in, and it is left to the new government to clean up the mess that was left behind by the outgoing administration. This country is being run at the moment on money borrowed from the Troika. That's where the money is coming. We have to be very wise and very provident in terms of how we spend that and ensure that we protect the most disadvantaged. Thank you, Ceann.
Deputy